There is no way into this suite except through the entrance lobby. Very well, you had a special key made on the day of our arrival; and your own man, Edwards, has the only duplicate. Do you trust him?" "Of course I do. He's been with me for 10 years. But Edwards goes to lunch at the same time that we do; and that's a mistake. He must not go down, in future, until we come back." Chapman gave a slight shrug of the shoulders. There was no doubt about it, the Lord of the Cape was becoming a trifle eccentric, with those incomprehensible fears of his. What risk can you run in a hotel, especially when you carry no valuables, no important sum of money on you or with you? They heard the hall door opening. It was Edwards. Mr. Kesselbach called him. "Are you dressed, Edwards? Ah, that's right. I'm expecting no visitors to day, Edwards. Or, rather, one visitor only, M. Gourel. Meantime, remain in the lobby and keep an eye on the door. Mr. Chapman and I have some serious work to do." The serious work lasted for a few minutes, during which Mr. Kesselbach went through his correspondence, read 3 or 4 letters and gave instructions how they were to be answered. But suddenly, Chapman, waiting with pen poised, saw that Mr. Kesselbach was thinking of something quite different from his correspondence. He was holding between his fingers and attentively examining a pin, a black pin bent like a fish hook. "Chapman," he said, "look what I've found on the table. This bent pin obviously means something. It's a proof, a material piece of evidence. You can't pretend now that no one has been in the room. For, after all, this pin did not come here of itself." "Certainly not," replied the secretary. "It came here through me." "What do you mean?" "Why, it's a pin which I used to fasten my tie to my collar. I took it out last night, while you were reading, and I twisted it mechanically." Mr. Kesselbach rose from his chair, with a great air of vexation, took a few steps and stopped. "You're laughing at me, Chapman. I feel you are. And you're quite right. I won't deny it. I have been rather odd, since my last journey to the Cape. It's because well, you don't know the new factor in my life, a tremendous plan, a huge thing. I can only see it as yet, in the haze of the future. But it's taking shape for all that; and it will be something colossal. Ah, Chapman, you can't imagine! Money I don't care a fig for. I have money, I have too much money. But this means a great deal more. It means power, might, authority. If the reality comes up to my expectations, I shall be not only lord of the Cape, but lord of other realms as well. Rudolf Kesselbach, the son of the Augsburg ironmonger, will be on a par with many people who till now have looked down upon him. He will even take precedence of them, Chapman. He will take precedence of them, mark my words. And if ever He interrupted himself, looked at Chapman as though he regretted having said too much, and nevertheless, carried away by his excitement, concluded: "You now understand the reasons of my anxiety, Chapman. Here, in this brain, is an idea that is worth a great deal. And this idea is suspected perhaps; and I am being spied upon. I'm convinced of it." A bell sounded. "The telephone," said Chapman. "Could it," muttered Kesselbach, "by any chance be...." He took down the instrument. "Hullo? Who? The Colonel? Ah, good! Yes, it's I. Any news? Good. Then I shall expect you." "You will come with one of your men?" "Very well." "What?" "No, we shan't be disturbed. I will give the necessary orders." "It's as serious as that, is it?" "I tell you, my instructions will be positive. My secretary and my man shall keep the door; and no one shall be allowed in. You know the way, don't you? Then don't lose a minute." He hung up the receiver and said: "Chapman, there are 2 gentlemen coming. Edwards will show them in." "But M. Gourel, the detective sergeant?" "He will come later, in an hour, and even then there's no harm in their meeting. So send Edwards down to the office at once, to tell them. I am at home to nobody, except 2 gentlemen, the colonel and his friend, and M. Gourel. He must make them take down the names." Chapman did as he was asked. When he returned to the room, he found Mr. Kesselbach holding in his hand an envelope, or rather a little pocket case, in black morocco leather, apparently empty. He seemed to hesitate, as though he did not know what to do with it. Should he put it in his pocket, or lay it down elsewhere? At last he went to the mantelpiece and threw the leather envelope into his travelling bag. "Let us finish the mail, Chapman. We have 10 minutes left. Ah, a letter from Mrs. Kesselbach! Why didn't you tell me of it, Chapman? Didn't you recognize the handwriting?" He made no attempt to conceal the emotion which he felt in touching and contemplating that paper which his wife had held in her fingers and to which she had added a